Hey there, happy Saturday. I do hope you can hear me because my music just stopped. So I thought, oh, let's go ahead and start this early instead of having all that dead space. I would like to know if you can hear me. That would be nice. But I don't know where the music went. I wonder what I did. Did I not tell it to loop? Maybe I didn't. Maybe that was just me. But nonetheless, we still got like 7 minutes, so I will just wait a little bit so that everybody can come in and get comfortable. Hey, it is so cold in Ohio. Woke up at -7, and I think we're all the way up to 2. You know, yesterday we got up to 17, and I guess we're going to be cold for a little bit more. We've been cold for now an entire week. I mean, super cold. It's pretty much a long cold snap for central Ohio. We usually don't stay down in the single digits this long, but it looks like that's what we're doing. So yeah, it seems like a long time since I last saw you. It was just last week, right? Weeks seem like months. Days seem like weeks, weeks seem like months, and months apparently are going to seem like decades. That's what we're in, folks. That's what we're in. So, just to lighten things up a little bit, I am going to create a lead magnet in 45 minutes or less in Canva. I've got my copy ready. I've used my easy, what do I call it? My easy button formula. I've used that. I've made sure that everything is you know, going to what do I want to say? I've basically followed the 3 steps, try to avoid the 3 mistakes, and follow the 3 negotiables that you need to test your lead magnet by. So we'll just wait a couple of more minutes. We're at 10:55. Um, yeah, everybody, anybody is anybody in a warm state? I hear Florida is even going to get a little bit of something. So yeah, they're going to get down to 30 degrees. Wow. My mother-in-law's, oh, it's 50 and it's chilly. I'm like, no, it's not. We we wear shorts in 50 degrees. I don't, but there is a ton of people that do. So, oh, I'm seeing something up here that I am not familiar with. Isn't okay. I've seen something. I'm just going to play here for a minute because I see this little button here. What does it do? Show. It said show comments in window. I thought it was going to show comments. I'm going to go over here. I am just playing. I'm just waiting for a little bit um, until everybody gets going. So I tell you, I had a little weird stuff with my Stream Deck. I use the Stream Deck software on an iPhone, and it really did some weird stuff this morning. It kept saying that you already have a shortcut named that, and then Siri would come up. And I'm like, no, Siri, I got you turned off, don't I? So that was weird. So I just switched to another phone rather than fight with the SE. I don't know what was going on with it, so I just switched to another phone. Thank God for multiple phones, right? Yeah. So I hope everybody got a copy of the Easy Button Formula workbook and that you've worked through it. It's quite simple when you know what to look for. And as we get going here, I don't know why my music didn't continue to go, but you know what? If something doesn't go wrong, I don't think you're doing it right. I had to send out an oops email yesterday. That was my first one. So I've been sending out for 17 weeks, and that was my first oops. So I think that's pretty good. I had forgotten to, I referenced the Easy Button Formula Workbook, and but I didn't attach it. I didn't put a link in there for it. So hopefully you got the second email that had the link to the Easy Button Formula Workbook. So let's up. We still got 3 minutes. Okay, so this is where they go long in the movies in the studios. Stretch it out, stretch it out. Not everybody. The next scene isn't ready or something, but life is really, it's weird. And the one thing that I have just really come to grips with is it's all bullshit. This especially. This has no, I hate to say it, but it has no meaning. It has no intrinsic meaning. I'm just doing it to do it. I like it. I enjoy it. It keeps me busy. But there's so many things in life that are literally bullshit, you know? It's just, and more things are getting to be that way. So we got to take everything with a grain of salt, as my mother would say, a grain of salt, and just kind of worry about the things that are important and, just not be so hard on ourselves because some of this stuff doesn't work. A lot of this stuff isn't going to work for me. I feel like today started off on a pretty weird note. And one thing is last week, the first half, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at the microphone. This is a Rode, what is it called? It's a Rode NT Mini or something, US, I don't know, it's got some weird name. But last week, the first half of my entire live was all garbly. I thought that it was a connection because I got a weird connection back there. You've got the newer USBs, I don't know what they're called, but the little ones, and then you got the older ones, the old USBs, they got a number behind them too. So it doesn't seem like the manufacturers have settled on getting that new one. So I've got the new one that goes into the computer, the lightning bolts and what have, but I have to have a converter to hook on the microphone because it's the old USB and it's just hanging there. So I'm hoping that I have checked all the wires and I did test it and I could hear myself, but if it gets garbly again, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But like I say, things go wrong and this is not a big deal here. So, I said that I'm going to create a lead magnet in 45 minutes. So, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to jump over here to my NDI connection. Okay. I'm in Canva. Now, this is the Canva app on Mac. Um, I'm not using it in the browser simply because it has a little less garbage at the top. When I use it at the browser, you can see my bookmarks and you can see, the address bar and all this. So this has a little bit less up there. But we're going to create this lead magnet and we are going to go according to our plan. First of all, I want to get up here and make sure that we understand from the notebook the three mistakes that we don't want to do. We're not going to do the everything but buffet. We're not giving them everything. We're not giving them a complete guide to growing your online business. That's a no-no for a lead magnet. We're not giving them the someday strategy. We're going to keep away from that because when it goes into the someday folder, it never comes back out. 12-month business growth plan would be an example. Nobody wants a 12-month business growth plan in a lead magnet. And finally, we're not going to give them the dead end where we have solved every problem that they have, because why would they come back to you if you've already solved their problem? We're not going to do something like everything about email marketing. We're not going to do that. So our formula is we're going to give them a quick win. We're just going to solve one specific problem brilliantly. We're going to give them a fast result. Make sure that this thing can be implemented in at least 24 to 48 hours, possibly the same day. And we want them to be able to consume this lead magnet in 10 minutes or less. And the all important bridge is you're answering a question, but it has to lead to your paid offer. You're answering a question, you're solving one problem, but you are creating desire, and that is considered the gap. So here's an example of the gap. Your lead magnet is the beginning. There's the gap where they're questioning, well, I want to know more, and that's your paid offer. You offer your paid offer. So for this example, we are going to use a new plant parent. And I am going to, I cheated. I've been around long enough to know that if you're going to demo something, you put on what is it? A horse and pony show, a dog and pony show. You do have to have some things already put together. And I did that. So I've got my copy here, and I've got my notebook here, my workbook right here, as you can see. You'll see in a moment. I have filled it out. For my plant parent, the lead magnet is point out the three most common mistakes new plant parents make. The gap is understand how to care for various plants so they can confidently purchase plants with confidence. But they don't have that confidence because your complete system is the Plant Parent app, an AI powered plant care assistant that analyzes your space, recommends the right plants, and sends personalized care reminders so nothing dies on your watch. So that's where we're going, right? So I'm going to go jump. I'm not going to stay over here that long. I'm going to jump back over to Canva, and I know you can see my dock down there, but I'm not worried about that. So this is what I created. I'm going to show that to you, and I'll even probably be able to find the template that I used. But this is basically the most common mistakes new plant parents make. Fix these and watch your plants thrive. So we're only giving them three. We've got overwatering is one. Give them a little blurb about how to fix it. Number 2 is wrong light. Give them a little more blurb, how to fix it. And then number 3 is no drainage, wrong pot. And finally, for the lead magnet, you always want to have a little bit of your bio. Tell them what you are, what you do, and why you should be the person to solve their problem. And if I were really nitpicking here, I would have my logo or something on each page. And finally, we're going to segue right into the paid offer. Ready to grow like a pro? Now you're offering them the paid offer. You're going to give them 7-day free trial and watch your collection thrive. Okay, so I know I did that really quickly. So I am going to go back over here, show you how easy it is. I'm going to start with the design. If you're not familiar with Canva, they have a free version. And I think in 2026, if you're not using Canva, you're just making things hard for yourself. I know it took me a while to convert fully over to Canva because I came from Adobe Creative Suite and Photoshop and Illustrator. Not that I used them like a pro, but they were what I was used to, and they always gave me everything I needed. And I thought Canva, is kind of a rinky-dink little piece of software. I take those words back now because it does a lot. So, if you're not familiar with Canva, it may seem a bit overwhelming at first. And organization is the hardest part for me. I lose stuff over here all the time, even though I have like 1,000 project folders, but that's just me. So we're going to start off with the plus sign. We're going to create a custom size. I don't know why they don't put 8.5 by 11 just up there as a standard size, because that's what most people, if you're going to create a workbook, anything that's a PDF is going to be 8.5 by 11. That's just what we're used to. So there's our blank page. If you notice, here is my lead magnet. I didn't change it that much. I really didn't, but that's my lead magnet that if you've gotten on my list, you've probably gotten that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say lead magnet in the search and see what I get. And then for myself, I'm going to say minimalist because my ICA likes that minimalist aesthetic. As you can see, this is the one that I just showed you that I already did. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go here and I'm not going to be real picky, but I want to find something that lead magnet cheat sheet. I would use this, except the second page is god awful. I can see that. Let's see what we got here. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Let's do a handbook. That's a lot. I'm not doing a 15 thing handbook. Okay. Let's keep going. Um, Free guide. Okay. That's only one page. Download. That's only one page. We need a couple pages. Okay. We're not finding one. Let's go back up here. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? That's 5 pages. Let's use this one. Beige and brown. Okay, apply all 5 pages. Okay, I'm going to make that a little bigger. And I may look at this, I may get in here and I may say, oh my God, I wish I hadn't used this because I have never seen this before. Okay, so first off, we got this title page. And what am I going to say here? I may have to double this. I'm going to just start typing. My title and my subtitle is the most common mistakes new plant parents make. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to copy this and duplicate that. All right, then I'm going to put this, I don't know what they did with this graphic out there, but it's going to annoy me. I'm going to put this up here. And I'm probably going to make this a little smaller. Okay, what am I going to say? The most, I'm going to change this, the most common. I'm going to change it to the 3 most common mistakes. It's going to go to the other line, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to just juggy this over a little bit so it's going to be on one line, and then I'm going to, I don't know what this thing is, but it's bothering me. Do you guys see that? Yeah, you do. So I just want to make that sure that's in the 3 most common mistakes new plant parents make. And again, do this. Let's see how we can, what are we going to put in that? Okay, I'm going to take your name off, but you could do that. Okay, fix these. All right, the 3 most common mistakes new plant parents make. Fix these. I'm going to put this, I'm going to move a little bit. We're going to do a little design work here, but that's okay. I want this to go, whoops. Get it in the middle, Ramon. You only have 45 minutes, okay? And I'm going to put this up here. And I'm going to make this smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, the 3 most common mistakes new plant parents make. Fix these, and I'm just going to say watch it. I'm going to make that again. Bring it down here. Fix these and watch your babies Thrive. I should put watch your plant babies thrive, but that would be um, more pertinent. I'm not that keen on, um, okay, that should be on. I'm sorry. That should have been on silence. That's my bad. Okay, so we got the 3 most common mistakes new plant parents make. Fix these and watch your babies thrive. Okay, so very easy. I'm going to go up and I'm going to go to photos, and I already got my plants up there. I'm going to say plants again. And I'm going to still use that minimalist because I do like what comes up when okay, this is like a vertical. I need a vertical. I could use this. Oh, no, I can use this. This is cool. And when you bring a photo over, notice that it will, when you hover, it will just fit into that little area. And that's because there's a frame behind that. But this is not a Canva tutorial. So I'm not that keen with that, but I'm going to keep it for now. We'll see how much time we have. And I am going to, I like to put the about me a little farther down at the end. And then 6 benefits of journaling. Let me see. Let's just put her down again. We're going to say welcome. I'm not going to say welcome because I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to say hi. I'm Ramona. Not keen on the font. I'm going to put that over to the side. And then I'm going to say I've already got my copy over here for the plant doctor was actually Donna, but we're just going to take liberties. All right. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. We're going to keep the picture. We might have to move that down a little bit. I'm actually going to, I just said blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, look at this is going to look pretty good. I'm going to just make that smaller. Then I'm going to put this down here, make it a little bit, we could make this, okay, that's 12. Let's make it a little bit bigger so it at least 16. I have to have even numbers. I cannot do anything on odd numbers anymore. So there we go. Hi, I'm Ramona. I love plants, yada, yada, yada. There should be, that's a long run on paragraph, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to take all this off because we don't need it. And then she said love. And then we really got a lot. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find a divider. I hope I can divider heart because I do like that little heart thing. It did not give it to me. I'm under elements. Oh, here. Ramona, gave you what you said. There is a divider that's a little bit of a little heart here, which it's not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna find it. This will work. Okay, just because I have so much space down there, and of course, you would really great. INSPRED. Wait a minute. This isn't a link, but this is my um, name. So okay, you want to learn more. This is where we are going to put the rest of our copy is, did we have this after watching way too many of my friends? Oh, you know what? I didn't put everything ready to grow like a pro. Okay, let me grab this. I got to put the rest of the bio up there. Okay. I want this to be all caps. You can make it all caps, Want to grow like a pro. I thought that was so cute. I'm telling you. And then I'm going to put this in here. And that's my copy. That is the bridge to your paid offer. Okay, the plant doctor, yada, 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 isn't all blah, blah, blah. We already, and then here's a schedule a call. I'm just going to say download the app. And if this was for real, I'd probably have, the App Store logo, the Apple Store, and then the Google Store things, those things that we see 100 times. And since we already got her picture there, I'm going to put a plant there, okay? Let's see how everybody's doing. Um, Let me go over here. Okay. All right, everybody's doing fine for questions. So, I don't know what it's doing. These phones sometimes get crazy, don't they? And now I'm looking for some photos. Okay, I'm going over here and I'm just grabbing, not that I like these. Oh, that looks horrible. I don't want to do that one. Let me put this one. This is what, no, Ramona, get something that you like at least. Okay, okay. But, all right, this is cool. That's an orchid, right? Get in there. Oh no. See, sometimes it doesn't want to work. If I take that off, see, that's what I'm calling a frame. Like I say, it's not, there we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. Want to learn more? I would say, whoops, I would say up here. Want to grow like a pro. And then I've got to bring this over here. And I just want to show you how easy this is. I am I'm taking some creative liberties here. But when you're over here in Canva, things are easy. They're really easy. It's the biggest drag and drop that we have out there. So this is looking pretty decent. I can live with it. What size is that font? Possibly because my particular eyes are really bad. Um, Trust me, I have 3 eye specialists, but I'm right next to Ohio State University, so that's why everybody's a specialist over there. But yeah, I got the bad eyes. That's what I'm not blessed with. So now we got something here. Do we need this though? Okay, so let's go back up here. So we got this page, title page, come and fix these and watch Thrive, 6 benefits. Now we got 3 mistakes. Um, Fix these, since we already said fix these and watch your babies thrive. Do I want to say that again? Let me think. I'll leave that there for a minute. Okay, I'm just going to say, did I already say? I already said the 3 most common mistakes. Um, watch, watch out. I can't type. Watch out for these mistakes. All right, so we got one. We got to go back over to my copy. And we're going to come up here again. I still remind me that I did not put the whole bio of her in there. So now I got to go up to the top. I got to go up to the top. Okay, here's the number 1. Can I just, yeah. I don't usually use pages. I just go up to Google Docs. It's easier for me. Okay, so we're going to put all that in there. And what was now I have to see where overwatering, was that okay, I got to go back over there and look. Okay, blah, 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 root rot, the fix. That's what I'm looking for. I did it wrong. Okay, move that up there. The fix is the new paragraph. Okay, I'm going to just bold the fix here. Put that there. And this is, what was it called on my, fix these and watch your, oh, okay. Overwatering, underwatering. I'm going to say that is the title. Over, over. Okay, I can't type. Or under watering your plants. Okay, and then the second one is going to be your plant. You put your plant. Oh, pots. Okay, you know what? What is not here is the titles that I had in my other um on my other lead magnet, but that's still okay. Alrighty, let's go back here. What is this what is this even talking about? Okay, how much time do I have? Okay, I got like 15 minutes. Okay, where does this break? The fix. Okay, I know you can see my neck. I'm going, ugh. That's not a pretty picture, is it? Okay, the fix, we want to bold that. All right, so we got wrong pot. Obviously, I forgot to go to. I'm not even going to do that. Oh, it did have 3. Okay. 2, wrong pot. And I know there's no, I didn't do that. Okay, let me get 1 over here. 1 dot, bada bada boom. Okay, why didn't you? I don't know why it's not keeping that boldness like it should, but that's one thing there. Oh, okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So we got the wrong pot. We got over under watering, the fix. And the third thing we have to avoid is your plant came. Oh, okay. I'm just going to call this drainage because I don't have the exact titles that I had in my other on my other lead magnet. So I'm just going to make things up from here. Okay. I got that liberty, right? We're going to bold. Okay, and wrong pot. I know, I probably doesn't, wrong pot. Okay, so we got the 3 mistakes. The main thing is that we're creating a lead magnet and we're doing it fast, okay? I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so this would be inspired creatives again, or whatever I should probably put plant doctor creatives. Oh, I tell you, TIVESSTUDIO. All right, so now we got our 3. Okay, we could have put it here. Look at this. We could have done this too, depending on how you wanted to do it, because you could just grab some more plants over here. I don't know why I'm getting all the ugly plants, but that's just what's happening this morning. Let me find some nice plants. I have plants minimalist. It's not giving me too much that I like. Okay, we're going to put that there. I don't like it, and I would make the decision afterwards to whether I want this page. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it doesn't hover correctly. There it is. So I would make the decision if I would use this page or this page. If you had more than 3, if you're going to do how many did they say? They were talking about journaling. So 6 steps to, good journaling, I think is what they are saying. But since I already did this, I'm just going to trash this page. All right, and then see there, hi, I'm Ramona. That's not my page. Hey, I'm Paige. If that's not my picture, Paige. And I don't like this font, so I'm going to go up there and change the font since we have a little time. But I do want to reference that's Angelia White. I like either Mistily or I like Brittany. Hi, I'm Paige. I don't mind that, but I'm going to try Brittany. Come on, Brittany. Hi, yeah, I like that. I like Brittany. Okay. So this is what we got, people. And other than a few little things that we could, make a little bit better, like having the website on every page, which I didn't do. But that's a 3-page um, lead magnet. All you're going to do is go here. You're going to download it as a PDF standard because you're probably not going to send it to the printer. You're going to download that and take just a minute or two. And then, what the heck? Plant mistakes. Oh no, that's a period in there. Don't do that, Ramona. Plant mistakes. Downloads, that's where I want it. And now I'm just going to show you our illustrious PDF here. Let's go here. That's our PDF. Okay, I'm going to fit to width so we can see it nicely. Oh, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. That is too big, isn't it? Let's go fit to page. Where's page? Actual size I don't want. Fit to height, yeah. Okay, so here we are. And what you're going to do, that's not bad, is it? Want to grow it, let's check it against the wow test, which is, let's go over here. Okay, let's get to the wow test over here. So I did that in 28 minutes. Okay, let's make a note of that. That's 28 minutes. I said 45 minutes or less. And hey, Sherry, how are you doing? I was working so fast. Um, hey, let me know what you think of this. Do you use Canva? And did you make your lead magnet or your freebie? Did you make it in Canva or did you use something else? Just want to see here. Where's my wow test in here? Now this is your notebook. Okay, I'm losing my cursor here. Come on. Come on. No, I seriously am losing my cursor. Okay, where's the wow test? Taking a it's a good time. Okay, so I got to check this. Did I give them a quick win? Can they implement something in the next 24 to 48 hours? Well, they can, and I made a little comment here for myself. Okay, it's not gonna. Forget that. Forget that. I don't know. It's because why won't it let me do that? It's not important. But I did. I gave them a quick win. I just merely showed them that they can fix these 3 mistakes, and their plants are going to, look a little bit better. But if they really want to do the thing, they really want to be a good plant parent, they're going to want to get the app. So I gave them that gap. And because I'm going to say that I have Acrobat Pro or whatever they call it, this is a fillable um, PDF, but I think because I'm in edit mode, I don't know. I don't know, people. Let me see. Get out of edit mode. But it will, if I had opened it in the correct manner, I would be able to make those check marks. So I did give them a quick win. Did I solve one thing really well? I did let them know, or did I teach everything and overwhelm them? I hope not. I hope not. I just told them 3 basic steps that they can take to start improving their plants. And did I create desire for more? I think I did because they only have those 3 steps, and that's not going to work for every plant that they buy. Um, Plants are just particular, they're just like human beings, everybody's different. And so the app, being that it's AI generated, is going to be very, very helpful for them. So they've got that desire if they want to really become a good plant parent. My husband had an app. I don't know, his might have been called Plant Parent or Plant Doctor, but it was cool because you could take a picture of anything and it would just give you all this. It would just give you the whole thing, what you're supposed to do, when to fertilize it, what fertilizer to use. when to water, blah, 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 blah. It was just great. So I know there's already an app out there. So let's see what, oh yeah, no, it's not quite a, rabbit hole. Cherie says, I love using Canva. I've had the pro account since yeah, see, I was slow to at first I just, would come over and dabble. And then I'm like, oh, it is a lot easier. And and then I said, okay, I'm finally gonna give up Creative Pro, I think, because I'm only using Photoshop once in a while. I haven't used Illustrator and God only knows when. And yeah, I haven't used Illustrator for a few years, but Canva purchased Affinity. And so you get Affinity for free, and that has vector um, images. You can create vectors over there. So I'm going to have to just cancel my creative suite because it is rather expensive and just go with the $14.99 for Canva. So look, I created that. I created that pretty fast, didn't I? And I just want to say, it's just so easy in Canva. If you got to do this, if you're not using Canva, we got a little more time. Let's just go back and design another one. Yeah, it is a rabbit hole. It is. Because, okay, for me, all right, maybe it's okay. I have to go way back. And look, I don't want this panel here, so I got to make sure that I close that panel. And then, okay, sometimes I even have to use the Canva logo to get back to where I want. Okay, so that is the page that you come to when you first use Canva. So I'm going to make another one. Let's see. Okay, we're going to still do 8 and 8 custom. We're going to do 8.5 by 11. And then let's see. I'm not even going to put insert work title. Let's see what a productive day does. Let me see here. We can do this. Yeah. They're always 5 pages, but you really don't. Okay, use a short focus session. Let's say, okay, I'm going to say new. Is that all? I don't know. Sometimes I don't like all, making capitals in even though it is a headline. New plant parent. And if that, when things go to the other line, you don't want them to go to that line, you just pull those little levers and make sure you don't have the background selected, which I do. And then you just put it so it's in the middle. Now you can't see it. I'm sure you can't. You can see that it's telling me I'm equidistance from this gap here, and then down at the bottom, I'm equidistance, which I don't really care at this point. But I do feel like that's too far over because I want to put a question mark in there. So I'm just going to make it a little smaller, and I'm going to put new plant parent, try and get it centered again. Okay, that's cool, cool, cool. I still don't. Oh, I'm just stop, Ramona. I'm nitpicking now. Okay, new plant parent. Let's see. What can I say here? I'm not going to use my same copy, but new plant parent. Avoid the 3 most common plant mistakes and watch your plant babies thrive. Exclamation point. Okay. Eh, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take all that off. I don't want it there because it's a PDF. I don't think we need it. And then I'm going to change the image. And this is where I get this little tiny, what I'm scrolling up and down now. This thing changes, it will, and it will not give you what you're looking for. It'll it sometimes if I scroll down too far, and it depends on where you are, but that's really that scroll is a little bit too long, and half the time you can't find what you're looking for. So at this point, I'm looking for photos. So let's see. Like I say, I do my ICA loves that minimalist. And I can't spell minimalist too. Save my soul. Oh, as how Cherie, is my mic working okay? Because last week it did it this morning too. I think it's the connection, but I don't know. I know maybe last week Spectrum was having some problems. God knows. Just about everybody that was out there was having problems because it was so cold. Oh, I need a plant, right? Why am I not getting Oh, because I put photos. Somebody help me. I can't spell on a Saturday morning. Plants. Okay. Should have something a little vertical there because I didn't like that. Come on, give me some pretty ones. Okay, this is going to look good if I can get it fit in there. Sometimes you can't get it to fit, but you just have to play with. Okay, it's not going to like that, is it? Oh, come on. There it goes. Is that right? Yeah. Huh. Okay, so because I did that, I should have used a darker one. But if you find this to be the case, what you can do is this is how you jerry rig things in Canva, because you can't really, in other applications you can put a proper overlay, but you kind of have to, um, like I say, jerry rig it. I'm going to go to shapes. I'm going to find I hope this works. Okay, I know it's black. I know it's black. But in case you don't know this is something that is, okay, so you're just going to do a black. You're going to take the transparency. Opacity is another term. Okay, so I'm going to go down. I swear to God, I cannot have anything that has I just can't do odd numbers. I know, I'm getting worse. I'll tell you, 50, that's not bad. I'd even go to 60. And that's how you get a darker, um, make your image darker. It's kind of a jerry-rigged way, but it works. And that way, your text is going to pop out. But watch this. Am I going to be able to get to? I can't get. Oh, I can get to it. Sometimes you can't get to things that are underneath. And in case you don't know, I'm going to show you. Wait a minute. We're at plant parent. Okay, position. Position is very valuable. I hope everybody knows about position. This is not a Canva tutorial. Maybe I would do a Canva tutorial. I don't know. There are so many out there. I think I'm gonna even name drop. Um, Sometimes it's hard to get those pics. I know, I know. So sometimes it's really hard to get those pics. You just have to hover and play with it. And the thing about it is, I'm going to talk about the position before I get off track here, though. So in layers, you can move these up and down. And so watch if I take my rectangle, for lack of a better word. If I put that down here, boom, it's underneath the picture. So I got to put it above there. So the layers are very important because sometimes you'll put something on, a design, and then you can't get to it or you can't delete it, and it's because it's under something or something is over it. So that's pretty important. And I didn't even use the, so now I gotta delete all those, huh? I didn't know I was on the, there we go. So now it's the front page. Let's see what else we got. So now this would be one mistake and then two mistakes is how they're doing it. And we'd probably have to add a page. But that's, hey, we're at time 45 minutes. I almost got two done. So, you know, can you share again how you brought in the dark layer? Oh, for sure. Okay, let's do another one thing about Canva, these little undos, they'll save the day. They'll save the day, I'll tell you. Okay, that already looks, this one looks dark and it does, the text is jumping, is popping, but I'm going to do this. Now, what I do is I go to elements and I just get the rectangle. And you have to be careful because Canva has rectangles that um, they have a back, they have that look at my circle. My circle has that background, that thing that's coming up. What is it? What is that called? Now I got to look. What's that called? Okay, you guys are going to see me do this. The drop shadow. Darn it. Some of the rectangles will have a drop shadow on it and you can't barely see it. So I'm just taking the plain old rectangle and pulling it out. For some reason, it's yellow right now. I don't know where it got the yellow, but that's what Canva does. Just make sure that you got it all the way and then go change. And I am going to use solid black. And then up here is the transparency. A lot of people call this opacity. And then I'm going to bring it down to about 60. Come on. Let's see what 60 does. Now, it's a little too dark for this. So we would have to go, because that image is already dark, we'd probably have to go all the way down to 20 because that image was already dark. But that's how you do that, just to make the text pop. And sometimes this text is not white, it's kind of a yellow, which is making it a little bit, isn't that? Yeah, it's a yellow. So see, if you made it a white, a pure white, then it pops out a little bit better. So it's hard. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. Did you? I hope you learned something. Because I do want to bring some value to these things. But yeah, I proved you can do this. You can make your lead magnet. Use that. Let's get back to where's my, use this guide because this really is helpful. Um, it's it's kind of a, there's another guide that you should use, and I'll have to create one. Um, the ICA. You really need to take some time with your ICA. Oh, guess what? I have the Stream Deck. Is that what it's called? Stream Deck? I think that's what it's called. I just have the software and I only have next scene, previous scene, and me full, and then me NDI. I know that Catherine and Val, they just love they've got the 35, but I would not know what to do with the 35, but I would not know what to do with this 10 button. I've got next scene on one side and previous scene on the other, so I don't, hit the wrong button. I just feel like you could hit the wrong buttons very easily. So, yeah, um you just want to get your ICA. I should make a guide because ICA is very the your ideal customer or ideal client avatar What else? There was another term that we used to use, but basically, you need to spend some time finding out who your ideal audience is. And when you go through the exercise of determining this one person that you want to zero in on, it's pretty, it really, puts send some light bulbs up there and say, oh, okay. Because you cannot say, I I want to serve all females age 25 to 85. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. You've got to have that ideal person that you want to target, that you want to talk to, because if you're talking to that person, then the people that are like that person are going to come towards you. But if you talk in what is the saying? If you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. And I think that's pretty true because I used to do it. My ICA was a solopreneur. I took all takers. I took all takers, and it just made the business so hard because every client, you're starting from the beginning because their clients have different needs, and so that got a little bit old. I'm going to try something here. I did make a let's see. I buy done for you. Okay, I'm going to put a comment up here. I haven't done this. Okay, let's see. Okay, so pretty good, pretty good. Now let's see. Oh, I didn't check the timing. I buy done for you templates for my lead magnets, and sometimes I don't understand. See, that's where the timing. Okay, people, you guys can't see this, can you? You know what? I'm using beta, and I thought I was using the regular one. I'm going to go over here to, I guess I'm not going to go over here to preferences. There it is. Okay, we got a little more time. Cherie, maybe you could help me out. Where is the placeholder timing? The comment? We got screen sharing, we got remote control. Okay, this is not what you're supposed to do on a live. That's for sure. But it's what I'm doing. Okay, I don't see anything for timing for the yeah, I don't see anything. I've got the SD. What's the SD Mini? What's that? Is that a is that a mic or a oh, the slide deck SD. See, you can't use abbreviations with me. I don't see where to change this timing, so I'm gonna have to ask about that in the Hangout. But where are you getting your done for yous? Where are you purchasing those? I may be able to save you some money, Cherie. Who you purchasing your done for yous? There's tons out there. I know one of the most popular ones is Jenna Kutcher has something to do with it. I'm not sure if she actually has a stake in the company, but it's called Tonic. Their their templates are really nice, but they're expensive. They're very expensive, and they're just you can do it easier. You can do it easier, but I think that Canva has a lot of templates that can be used, and I just stay over there. And if I see something, I creatively plagiarize. I've been doing that for years, creatively plagiarizing. It's not plagiarizing, it's just inspiration. Okay. I never do anything that's enough that somebody would say, you got that from so and so. Now it's getting harder with AI, though. I have to keep telling the AI. I have so many banned words for AI, but let me see this one. This is which way do they go? Okay, it's specifically. Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna put this up here. It's specifically for health coaching. I get a package that has the lead magnet, my newsletter. Oh, well, give me the name. Give me the name. Anyway, because I'll look up, I'll just look it up. So cool, cool. But I can recreate it. I That's the one thing um I have been pleasantly surprised with, is that you can recreate almost anything in Canva. Now, I'm an old WordPress from the very beginning. When WordPress was a joke, I was using it and it was a little bit hard. Yeah, WordPress used to be a joke, trust me. Um, Back in the day, the bro developers wouldn't even touch it. But now it motors what, 25-30% of the internet, so I'm sure that those bro dudes are eating their words now, or they're probably using WordPress. But I could create anything in WordPress, I could recreate it. But I'm finding I'm very successful in recreating pages in Canva now. And they quietly made it mobile friendly. At first, the mobile looked god awful. And I was just so mad because I'm like, you can't use this if it's on mobile. But they quietly made it so that it looks pretty good on mobile, unless you do something really crazy. But yeah, I'm cool with Canva. I think my ICA is WordPress averse. If you say WordPress, they would go running for the hills. They have They don't want it. They don't want it. And yet and still they'll go to Kajabi, which I think is a whole heck of a lot harder to get something that looks good, but that's on them. But since they don't like WordPress, that's why I came over to Canva and said, "Hey, I can do just about anything in Canva that anybody else, because they are um they're used to Canva. Canva does not intimidate them. And so instead of, going against the tide, I finally said if they like Canva, I'm gonna do Canva. They also like Show It, because Amy Porterfield promotes Show It, and I just don't like Show It. It does beautiful. I can recreate a Show It, website, but it makes it difficult. Their Show It, you have to recreate the mobile, and I am not taking the time to recreate mobile in 2026. I'm not. Now, when Show It makes their designs mobile friendly, where you don't have to do that extra step, I'll go over there, and sure, because they have beautiful things. But to have to recreate the mobile from scratch, literally from scratch. I can't abide by that. No. No, so Canva did make a good step to their templates look good on mobile now. So it is time. It's almost 12 o'clock. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope you learned a little bit of something. Uh, let's have a be safe. Be I never thought that I'd have to use this word. Be vigilant. Just be vigilant. I'm in Ohio. And it's not good when the governor comes on and starts warning you what's happening, because we have two huge populations of different folks, and apparently we are going to be next. So be vigilant out there, okay? Just be vigilant. Love y'all. Take it easy. Have a good week. Have a good, productive week. And once again, I couldn't find the finish. Ta-ta!